أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. Okay, so we talked for a couple nights. I couldn't make it for the past 3 nights schoolwork, but I made it tonight. Tonight is the 7th, which is really important to us. And I guess some of you know why. Tonight is dedicated to Al-Abbas alayhi salam. First, I want to talk who he is. He is the son of Imam Ali. Okay. Son of Imam Ali and son of al-Bani. They call her al-Bani because she has 4 kids, 4 boys, and he's one of them, 4 men. And they all of them fought with the Imam Hussain and
died.
Okay. So first, he was the leader of Imam Hussain army. He fought right next to Imam Hussain on that day. And he was, of course, we all know this, all Ahlul Bayt, especially him, he was very courageous. They were so scared of him that nobody fought him face to face. They had to hide behind trees just to, everybody, I think all of us know that story, one come from the right side, cut his right hand, and then same thing on the other side. And we all know how he was killed. Nobody had the courage to take him face to face, so they had to do that in order just to get rid of him. So, we all know, pretty much all of us know how he was killed. But the most important point, what we can learn from him, from his life, from what he did on that day. I think, to me, when I read about his story and what I learned about him, I think the most important aspect that we should look at about him is his loyalty. First, the Yazid army, they offered him a lot of money and everything. They told him, whatever you want, if you just switch side, we're not going to hurt you, we're going to take your family out, and give you whatever you want, and you're going to be a leader if you switch side with us. He didn't budge, not at all. It was not something, it's not about money for him. He knew he was going to get killed. It was 70 people against 70,000, so it was no question he was going to get killed. So it was not afraid of death. So he was loyal because he knew he was on the right path. He knew that he had to support his brother. But it was not about brotherhood, it was about Islam. He knew that Imam Hussain was standing for the Islam, and he had to do the right thing. Imam Hussain was the Imam. And when your Imam tells you to do something, you don't ask, you just do. So Imam Hussain was the Imam, and he was the brother of the Imam, and he did it. He gave all he had. He made sure that all of his brothers fight before him, so he made sure they die and never, hesitate to fight. And then he was the last. And then when the kids, started crying for water, and he went to the river, and he didn't drink water, he got to the river, and he was very thirsty. It was a hot day, but he didn't drink water. In respect for his older brother, Imam Hussain. So, he was courageous, he was loyal. And this is the most important things to us. 1400 years ago it happens, and I still can relate to it because we all need to be loyal. To our families, to our friends, brothers, but most of all we have to be loyal to our religion and to our sect. We are Shia. We have to be loyal. We are under so much pressure. What's happening now, Shia are targeted for no reason other than being Shia, other than our love to Ahlul Bayt. Imam Hussain, this is why they target us, because they know we are right and they are scared of us. So you see Shia getting killed left and right everywhere. So our loyalty should not be weak. We should be as strong as him. They offered him money, he didn't budge. They offered him everything. He said, okay, whatever you want, we're going to give it to you. He still didn't do it. He knew he was on the right path and he stuck with it. He was loyal to his Imam, to his religion, and this is what we learn from him. We know that we are on the right path. We know we are following Ahlul Bayt and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, the lesson from Al-Abbas alayhi salam is loyalty. and we should always put him in the front of us when we think about anything. Am I doing enough? Is it enough to be? Am I following his step? Am I loyal enough to my religion, to my family, to everything I stand for? This is what we have to think about. It's not about the fight. It's not about what he's courageous, of course, but it's not. That's not the point. Right now, what I can relate to his loyalty, and we should always think about that. Are you loyal enough to your religion? Loyal enough to your family? Loyal enough to your stand, to yourself? Do you believe in what you do? And if you do, stand up for it. Never be afraid. And this is what I learned from him. This is what I see that I can relate to today. And if you find it beneficial, think about it for yourself. And then, make the right decision. Be loyal for what you stand for.
Let them stay here.